Here are the ingredients you are going to need to make these Pupcakes. 2 cups shredded carrots, 3 eggs, a half a cup unsweetened applesauce, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a half a cup of oats, 3 cups flour, and for the frosting, 8 ounces of low-fat or fat-free cream cheese, a half a cup of unsweetened applesauce, and some mini dog treats to use as decoration for our cupcakes. First, preheat your oven to 350. Then spray a muffin tin with cooking spray so that your Pupcakes do not stick to the pan. In a big bowl, you are going to stir together your carrots, applesauce, and eggs. Mix them together until they're well blended. In another bowl, mix together your dry ingredients, including your oats, your flour, and your cinnamon. Mix them until they are all well blended. I would recommend using a bigger bowl than I used. Add your dry mixture into your egg mixture. It's okay if you do this a little bit at a time, so that way it doesn't get too dry when you're mixing. I found that the mixture was a little bit too dry for me, so I added about 1.5 cups of water, a spoonful at a time, to make sure that I wasn't adding too much water until it got to the consistency that I liked. Remember that these Pupcakes are going to be a lot drier than normal cupcakes, so they don't have to be too runny, you just want them to not be too stiff either. Pretty much the consistency that I'm showing you here. As you can see, I'm just taking small spoonfuls and pushing them into the muffin tin. Don't be afraid to fill the dough all the way to the top of the muffin tin, because these aren't like normal cupcakes, so the dough won't overflow. When you are all set with those, you can bake your Pupcakes for about 20 to 25 minutes. I like to set mine for somewhere in the middle, around 21 minutes, just so that I can check it halfway through. And while you're cooking, you can have your puppy clean up the floor for you. You can test if they are done by sticking a fork or a toothpick in the middle. If it comes out clean, that means that your Pupcakes are done. Set them aside to cool as you prepare the frosting. Gather the ingredients that you are going to need. I decided to split this recipe in half because I only baked about half of the Pupcake mixture. So I just split half of the cream cheese and half of the applesauce. Now we can mix our 2 ingredients together until they are light and fluffy. I found that with this recipe, the frosting was a little bit too runny for my liking, and I wanted to thicken it up. I know that usually you can add things such as powdered sugar or cream cheese, but I didn't want it to be too sweet for my dog, so I added a little bit of flour, and I found that it thickened it just enough for me. Next, we are going to spoon our frosting into a plastic baggie. You can absolutely use a pastry bag, but I didn't have any on hand. So we're going to take a star tip, then clip off just a little snippet of our baggie, put the tip in, and then fill the bag with the frosting mixture. Put the baggie around your hand in a cup-like form. Then put the frosting into the bag, using your fingers to kind of take the frosting off of the spoon. Next, hold a little bit of frosting in the palm of your hand and squeeze in a circular motion around the Pupcakes. Since my dog is a huge carrot fan, I decided to put a little bit of shredded carrots on the top as a garnish. And now we can top it all off by putting a treat on the top of each Pupcake. This last step is completely optional, but I took a Wilton tip number 3 and put it in a new clean baggie, then filled some of it with the frosting that I had left over. Hold a little bit in the palm of your hand again and then gently squeeze out to make letters. Since it's my dog's birthday, I wanted to put A for her name. If you're feeling very brave, you can write happy birthday, or you could also just change it to the letter of your dog's name. And here we have our finished Pupcake. I think that they came out pretty cute, and they definitely smelled really good when they were coming out of the oven. I have to admit that I did try a little piece of one, and they're very bland but perfect for dogs. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know down in the comments below if you decide to make them and how they turned out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.